Hi, crafty friends. This is Rhonda. I'm an independent demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am happy to show you today a brand new kit from Stampin' Up! It is so adorable. I've made one of each cards. The only thing I have changed is the bases. I always cut these bases in half because who wants to waste that pretty paper, right? So I don't want to just make that a base of a card. I cut it in half, cut it down just by a little bit, not quite a 1/4 inch. And I use a coordinating color of cardstock or white to make my base. And then I use a color in here, a little strip that I cut off at the bottom there that makes my inside pretty and simple. I added these little keys here, just it kind of goes with a car theme, I think, or travel theme, thinking hotel or whatever. And what I got those from is a set called Tags to Go Dies, and I believe this is still available in the Last Chance section, and I'm pretty sure it's on sale. It's all these little keys, and you know, this looks like a nostalgic key holder from a motel, some locks, and just some pretty elements. And I cut about a whole bunch of them out because what I'm doing is I'm making a scrapbook page. We have a Corvette, so when I saw this card right here, I thought, oh my gosh, a Corvette, I need to make a scrapbook page out of this. So this is what I've done, and I actually bought this kit not only because it's cute and I like the nostalgic look of it. I thought that it would make a really cute scrapbook page, just the elements for the embellishments. And so that's what I've done, but I did make one of each card, and I just kind of wanted to show you those. There's some cute vellum that goes on the back of these cards to make it look like the windows. So I thought that was a cute element. And then on the Corvette one, there was a balloon that came with the kit, and you didn't really use them in the cards themselves. So I think it was just an added accent in case you wanted to have it coming out of the car instead of a suitcase, which I did do on one of the elements for the scrapbook page. So those are adorable, right? This is called Adventure Awaits Kit, and this just came out in November. So super cute. I'm sure it's still available. Nice little directions here. Nothing written. It's just pictures. There's no stamping in this kit. So it's inexpensive. I think it was only like $14 or something like that. Would make a great gift. Absolutely make a great gift. If you're interested in getting this kit or any of the other products that I show you today, you can just scan this QR code here, and it'll take you right to my website, which is rhondaleduc.stampinup.net, and you can order any of these products that I'm showing today, which I will list in the description as well. So let's get started. I've already put the left page together. So what I'm doing is bringing in the elements for the right page. I just put lotion on my hands and they feel greasy. I don't want to touch my paper yet. So what we have here is, this is something else I wanted to show you. I thought was really cute. It goes with that Tags to Go. And one of the papers has all of these tags, excuse me, tags that you can cut out. I thought they were really cute. On the back side of it is like a map of roads, kind of like residential roads. But I cut out a few of these to use. Well, I thought I was going to use them on the page, but I don't end up using just 2. This one I'm going to use for some simple journaling, and I'm just going to put it right there. So what I've cut out here are coordinating colors: Timid Tiger, pretty, what's that color called? Petal Pink, and Coastal Cabana. So I cut these coordinated pieces out to go here on the bottom. And I will put this all together, and I will show you the finished page when I'm done here. It's not going to take long because I have it all right here. I was going to show you this paper pack that goes with the tag set. I just think it's really super cute. If you haven't seen it, I bought it because of the colors. It's got a lot of strawberry slush in it, and I love that color. So this is the description of the paper pack called On The Go 12 by 12 Designer Series Paper. And the papers it has in it are this one. Look at that. How cute is that? How cute is that? I should have incorporated that into my page, but the page was getting to be a little girly as it is, and the red Corvette didn't really go with that. Here are some cut apart papers, which I think are really cute. And then another strawberry slush design, which I love. I actually bought this for these papers, and I really haven't used them much. I need to get them used. Some more little tags you could cut out, smaller items, or just use it in strips. And then look at this. It's got those little geo tags with hearts and circles in the center. And then there's this one. Oh, I could use this one on the page. It's got some good color in it for my scrapbook page, but maybe the next one. Really nice. And that's I think that's all the designs. This is the full sheet of those tags. And then on the back side is that. So it's a really cute paper pack. I love the colors. I got to get busy and use it. So that is the On The Go, and these items are both in the Last Chance. I'm not sure if the paper pack is discounted, but I'm pretty sure that tag is. And there's also a stamp set that goes with that. That die set. The Tags to Go dies. There's a stamp set that goes with this. I just bought the dies themselves because that's all I wanted. But you can buy the whole thing. So, super cute. Let's get started on this little scrapbook page here. Now, basically what I did is I cut apart the bases of the card kit. So that's I used for a mat, and I also used it for a mat on the left page, which I'll show you when I finish this. And then move this all to the side. I've matted these two photos in Petal Pink because it matches the card base that I used. There's that card base, and then this was the darker card base that has the Timid Tiger and the Petal Pink in it. But for this, I just used this one. I thought it matched my sister-in-law's shirt nicely here, I thought. And that's my mom, but she doesn't always look like that. I don't know why she's got that scowl on her face. Maybe the sun was in her eyes or something. So here we have another card base that I just left whole. And then I cut another card base down a little bit. Put that there so it'll go all the way across. So I have that going all the way across the 2 pages. And then I have to take this all off because I need to glue this down. I took another piece of paper out of another paper pack, which is brand new. Just came out on November 4th. Excuse the noise, that cellophane noise. This is called Hobby Haven 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Paper. And I'm telling you what, you guys, this paper is so dang cute for all the different hobbies. Now, what I've done here is because I wanted this piece right here for my background. I gutted it out because I did not want to waste that. This is the front side of that paper, and I didn't want to waste that whole thing, so I just gutted it out. I just wanted a frame around it. And see, there's the rest of it. And I did that for both sides. So I used 2 papers, but I figured the rest of this is probably going to get used on cards. And so, you know, this is fine. But isn't that adorable for the plant lover in your life, or just a person that likes to sit in a nice sunroom or something like that? That's one of the papers. And then you have one for the book reader in your life. Isn't that cute? And the back side of that is this, which is just kind of a neutral design, but I think that's really cute. And then we have the one for the spa lover in your life, or maybe even somebody that is a massage therapist, or, you know, something like that. And then the back side of this, I love this paper. I tried to incorporate this into the scrapbook page I'm doing today, but it just didn't work out. And then we have the baker or the cook in your life. How cute is that? This will be used, I'm sure, for me over the holidays, because I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking in the next couple of months. And then this is one of my favorite B-sides, so they call it. I think it's really cute. And this is probably my favorite paper as far as the colors go. I think it is so pretty with that light Lost Lagoon, I think it is. And so this is for the sewer or the quilter in your life. How cute is that, you guys? And then this is really pretty B-side of the paper. So this is a brand new set. I just wanted to show it to you because I'm using it in my page. Along with this is a specialty designer series paper. You get all of these punch outs. There's 2 sheets. They're exactly the same, but look at that. How cute are these? All of these little plants and sewing machines and coffee makers, art, you know, that thing, cameras, books. There's some little topper things, apothecary shop things. Just so cute, you guys. These little leaves here you can color if you want to, or just leave them white. Some borders, some painting, just everything you can think of for that crafter in your life, for cards or scrapbooking. So I'm really excited to get a play with that. I haven't played with it yet. There's also a stamp and die set that goes with this, and I really like it. So this is a stamp set for Creative Haven. Really, really super cute. I just love this for friends. I'm really, really looking forward to making some cute cards with this and or scrapbook pages. And then these are the dies that go with it. Really cute, right? So that was a bundle. And then the other 2 things in the bundle was this cute chevron ribbon. And then these little dots. They're called Earthy Matte Dots. And they're nice and flat. This is called chevron ribbon. And it's in garden green. And then these are the dots. So cute. So cute. Yeah. So, all right, let's get started. Enough jibber jabber. That's all the products I wanted to show you because those are the things that I'm using today. And like I said, I will post all of the stuff that is available in the description of this video. So I am just going to put a fine line of glue right around the inside of this, so I don't have to be too careful about putting glue where it doesn't belong, like so. And then we're going to take this white piece, and yeah, it looks like I got it on the right. I had to make sure I had it in the right area. I cut this so that I had a 3/8 of an inch border around it. I thought a half was too much and a quarter wasn't enough. So I did a 3/8 inch border around it. So there's that. And I'm leaving this open so that the page comes together. Okay, and then the next thing we have is this little black piece here. And this little black piece comes just above the 1/2 inch mark. And this is basic black 2-tone cardstock. Black and then a really dark gray. I really, really like this. Basic black is one of the coordinating colors in this card kit. I think this card kit is so adorable. Just perfect for men or kids or whatever, you know. Just a card to say hello or make it up and send it as a get well card. I just think it's really super cute. I'm going to put that right there. And I got this just above the 1/2 inch mark. Maybe just a little bit lower right here. And all the way across the white. And then we can just put these down. I don't like to use glue on scrapbook pages because if I make a boo-boo, the glue is so much harder to get up than this dot glue. So, and this is going to go all the way to the edge. Just like that. And then we're going to piece this in. And I don't really care that the seams are in it because you don't really see it. Once you get everything on the page, you don't really see it. But don't you just love that pattern? It's so pretty. And although our Corvette is red, you'll see on page 2 why I chose the colors I did for this kit. I have to trim that off a little bit there, but I'll do that later. Okay, and then we have these 3 little pieces. Where did my piece of paper go that I glue on? Oh, there it is. What I do when I have little strips like this is I turn them over. To the back sides. And I use the light sides of these 2 colors, and then I use the dark side of the petal pink, I believe. Let me see. Yep, I use the dark side of petal pink, but I use the light side of the other 2. Coastal Cabana and Timid Tiger. Timid Tiger is one of the in colors this year. For this year and next year. And I just glue them, all 3 of them, like that. Yep, they're stuck to my fingers. It's so much easier than trying to get glue on that little tiny strip. So I just do that. And then I take my first one. I don't put them on all at the same time because there's a little separation there. And this is going to go just below the 3/4 inch mark. I'm looking at my left page, and so hopefully I'm lining it up good enough. I got a little piece here that I forgot. I had to trim these off. So we'll get that trimmed off. And then the next color is the Timid Tiger. And we'll just put that right up against it. Try to get it right as close as I can. And I just put this for just an added element to bring all of those colors in the scrapbook papers together down at the bottom here. I thought it just added nice, you know, something nice. And so, all right, there we go. I'd have to trim those up a little bit. And then I just rub my fingers across it and get any leftover glue. Whoopsie, I got you out of screen there. I'm so sorry. I thought I was in screen. Let me move this up. There, now you can see it. I thought I was in screen. I sat down. That'll teach me, huh? For sitting down. Okay, then we go to the pictures. So, this is my husband and I at a car show last year. I just picked, I had a whole bunch of pictures printed out, and I just picked some that I thought that he wouldn't want in his scrapbook. And there were 2 that were very similar to this. And I tried to pick some pictures that had more than just a Corvette in them, so it would, you know, show more like a car show. So then, this picture is going to go right about the 10 or yeah, 10 1/4 inch. And then just a little bit of a space in between there. And that ends up being just below the 2-inch mark. And then this is just going to go right there in the center. And then this is my embellishment for this side. So I'm going to tuck that underneath so it goes about up to the white. I'm going to put my cute little Corvette on here, driving along, and he's going to have the balloons in there because we are celebrating a win. And then we're just going to put this little tree over here, kind of like that. Maybe we put the tree over here. No, we'll put the tree over here, like that. Okay, let's get this stuff glued down. I've been working on this scrapbook for, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there on this page for a couple of days when I've had time. I've been kind of busy. And I thought, well, I'm just going to finish it on a video so you can see what you can do with the card kits other than making cards. I honestly bought this kit because of the Corvette and the fact that we have a Corvette. I thought, oh, cute, even though it's not the right color. We see a lot of Corvettes like that when we go to car shows, and I just thought it would end up being a really cute thing to use for the scrapbook page. I think that's about right. You know, I think I want this one down just a little bit more. About right there. I have to stand up to see if it's straight. It's hard to see when you're sitting down. I am not a stand-up scrapbooker at all. But when you do these videos, sometimes you just have to stand up to see where everything is, and of course to see that I was not in frame. But you saw what I did down here, and that looks pretty cute, don't you think? I left just a little bit of the white showing, a little bit of the dark gray showing, which is actually basic black, and then just line those up. And I just thought that looked really cute. Now it looks like there's 5 different colors in those little strips when there's really only 3. Okay, so there's that. We'll put this on here, and I will leave the adhesive away from the top a little bit so I can tuck my element in. And that's going to go right there. And then we're going to build this, and then we'll just tuck it all in there. Like on the card, you would put one of your little sayings down here on the bottom. And basically, I just made it like I would make the element for that. Super simple cards, but really cute. I'm thinking that some of these kits that Stampin' Up! Sells now are so good for elderly people. The ones without the stamping, you know, maybe. And so they can just put them together. Or maybe kids that are crafty, but, you know, maybe they want to make some cards for their friends and stuff like that. I think they make really good gifts if you're looking for stocking stuffers. They're a little bit bigger, you know, they come in a little box, like so. I'll close this up so you can see the box in case you've never seen one. They look like that. Cute little box. You can decorate these boxes, you know, and they'd be really cute. Really cute boxes. So I put the balloons in there. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to put this on first. So let's just put a little bit of tape on that. And we'll tuck this in. I'm just going to tuck that in since I'm not using a sentiment. I don't need that piece showing. I wanted it right up to the top of the white. And then we're going to put this on some dimensionals. And I think I threw those in my box. Yep, I did. I was cleaning up my page. And you get these in your kit too. You get those dimensionals, and you also get this great big strip of glue dots. And I love these glue dots. They're so easy to use. You just go like that with your scissors, and then use your fingernail to peel off the top. If you don't have fingernails, you can just use the take your pick tool, or, you know, any other poker tool, or your scissors. You know, tip of your scissors will take that cover right off. And I really like them. I haven't had to buy any glue dots in a long time, because you always get those in your kits. Whether they're these kits or the Paper Pumpkin subscription. Hey, did you hear the news? Speaking of Paper Pumpkin, on December 1st, Stampin' Up! Is having a Cyber Monday sale, and it's a discount, a substantial discount on the Paper Pumpkin subscriptions, the prepaid. So you can get 3 months, 6 months, or I'm going to pop that up too. The 3 month, 6 month, or 1 year subscription. What another great gift for somebody. You can prepay that. And it was like $20 off. So it's like a free month of the subscription. And then, you know, the more you buy, the more you get off. So that was really cool. So look at that, you guys. That's done. How cute is that? Isn't it adorable? There's only one little thing I have left to put on there. And you're going to see why in a minute. I put all of these in here. And there's 3 little hearts, because this has this little thing right here. It cuts out these 3 little hearts. I wanted to use those in my embellishments. I was cleaning off my desk, and I just put them in there. I just love all these little elements, and I think I'll leave them just in case I end up throwing them on somewhere. I do have a little bit of embellishing to do on the left page. I wanted to show you what my idea was originally with these little tags and keys and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little hearts. This is like in place of the take your pick tool. It's just a little wax pencil that helps you pick up things. I'm just going to put little hearts around here. So I think I'll put one right there. Just stick a little glue down there. And I'll put one right there. I'm not going to push it down yet because I put a little bit too much on there. And then I think I'll put one right here. And then I'm going to put one right, I think just right here. I'll keep it close. Keep it close. Put that one right about there. There we go. Love that glue for little tiny things like that. So, and then this I'm going to use as my journaling spot. And I'm just going to stick it right down here somewhere, tilted maybe like that. But first I'm going to do my journaling on that. So let's bring in the left page. I might have to move my camera over a little bit in order to get both pages in. And I think I will actually take them off my Versamats. So let's do that. Got some glue dots underneath them here, and I'm going to peel that off. I think that the kits that Stampin' Up! Sells, this Paper Pumpkin kits and just their regular kits, are just so usable. There's so many things you can do with them. I'm going to cut this off. And I can't get enough of them. when I'll put some of them together, and then if I have extra stuff, I just kind of combine them with other kits and then label them, or I just put them in envelopes and kind of file them, and then if I want to make them again some other time, I just get them out. So there's that one. Let's put that down there on the floor. Okay, I'm going to move this over a little bit. So bear with me just a minute. Let's put that right there. And we'll bring in the left page, and it's so cute. I haven't done my title yet, but I'm going to tell you what it's going to say. And I meant to do that today. I was going to put my title. I was going to print my title out. It's going to say, Car Show Ready. Our grandson, Chucky, details Grandpa's wheels for him when we're getting ready for a car show. Of course, Grandpa pays him 20 bucks for it. He'd probably do it for free, but... Well, let's see. I'm going to get this up a little bit. Okay, bear with me a minute. Oops. I got a new thing. I don't know how it works. Maybe I can just unscrew this and come up higher. No, that's not going to work. All right, maybe I'm not going to be able to get this all in here right now because I'm not really set up for it yet. I'm still learning how to use this new phone holder. But I'm going to bring this one over here and get that off that shine. And here's the left page. So, yeah, I have the same embellishment cluster down here, except for I put the suitcases in the back. And here's Chucky. He's cleaning the car wheels. See, he can get his little hands right in there and get those all cleaned up for him. Isn't he just the cutest little thing you ever did see? And there he is saying, hoo, hoo, I got 20 bucks. And he's getting ready to go out on his little scooter there. So that's what one embellishment cluster. And then when we put this together, it's gonna look like this in the center. I'm trying to get that light out of there. Turn that, there we go. It might be kind of dark for you, but at least it's not glaring on it. So it goes just like that, and then I'm making a third embellishment cluster over here. And the reason I chose this one is, number one, it's super cute. And one of our favorite car shows is in South Haven, Michigan. And if you don't know where that's at, it's on the west coast of Michigan, and it's on the water. And this was the first car show, and that's what we were getting ready for, was that. That's our first car show of the year. So I thought that would be really cute to use as the first embellishment. I was going to put a car up there, and I decided not to. I made this little tag with the key on it, kind of, you know, like our hotel room, and I was going to put that in there. This is off of that sheet of paper from the On the Go with all these tags. And so I've just stuck this underneath here, like so, and I just put this on here just to make a kind of a little embellishment cluster there. And I had that on there somehow like that. And that was my third element. And then I had I put the little hearts in both corners there, that one and that one. And so I have my triangle, and this is going to say Car Show Ready. And for that, I'm going to use, I'll tell you here in just a sec, nope, not that one. The mini alphabet dies that have that full sheet of letters in it. And I'm just going to cut out Car Show Ready. So it looks like this. Cuts them all out at one time. One of my favorite things. And then I just save all the other letters, and I put them in an envelope, and I mark what color they are. And before I die cut this, I go and look and make sure I don't have whatever color it is I'm going to use. So I'm going to try to just say Car Show Ready. I think I can fit that right there. And so there it is, folks. My cute little scrapbook page. I think it turned out really cute. I'm not going to put any embellishments on it other than those cute little hearts. I think it looks good just like that. And then my journal spot will be down here. And I might put a little matching string. That string is from the On The Go suite too, called Pack Your Bags Twine 3-pack. So it has the strawberry slush. I'm not sure what color blue that is, and that's the Shy Shamrock, I think. Something like that. So that's how that's going to go. So isn't that cute? Another idea of what to do with those kits. You get one that you really like, but you don't need 9 cards. You know, 3. That most kits make 3 cards of each one. And so you get 9 cards, you know, just hang on to one of each one, you know, the card base and everything, and use them for your scrapbook pages. It's just an awesome way to use them up. Or buy them for that reason like I did for this. I think it turned out cute. This is the reason I chose this color, was because of his shirt for my mats. Because his shirt was so cute and it just matched so well. So, and it matches the car too. So, I hope you have a really nice day. I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would do so. And like and comment on this post and let me know what you think. What's your favorite part of this layout? And is this something that you would do, buy kits and then use them on your scrapbook pages? Stampin' Up! Does sell kits now too for scrapbooking. So, there's my QR code in case you want to take a picture of that. Take you right to my website. Isn't that nice? Thanks so much for watching, and you have a really nice week. Bye-bye.